Hey, you guys. Hello again. How you doing? All right, so we are going to do a straight one-on-one channel with my spirit guides. There are a few questions here, and then we will pull a. Well, I've already pulled our angel card, our angel number card. Okay. All right. So somebody says I saw a short that Bruce Springsteen fled the USA. Is that hype or truth? That's hype. He is protesting in his own way with his music. And you know, people are listening to him because he's a household name. If I heard of one person over the age of 25 that didn't know who Bruce Springsteen was, my head would explode. I mean, it's a possibility. However, Spirit Team is saying no. Also, supposedly, Oprah was supposed to do it, and who else? Robert De Niro. No. None of those people are too ballsy for that. Straight up. So that's a rumor. Apparently that was started on, I take that back. It was not started on FB, but it was started on another social type platform, and they're not telling me the name of it, but it wasn't a real popular one. And they just, spread that rumor. So no, he is not fleeing the USA, has not fled the USA. He's still here. Was Blondie's brother, and this is the political Blondie, in the E-Files? Yes. And they're telling me that as far as that goes, when that's discovered, he's going to be one of the easiest people to take down. Okay. They're telling me that he's tried to get himself involved in several political type things that he's failed. He has not been accepted into these political arenas. Okay. So he is in there, which makes sense because Spirit Team said that she was on that list too. So started out as a victim and became complacent with it. Okay. All right. Somebody says, can you ask the spirit board if the dumpster fire was born in another country? They said no. He's born here. Was his birth certificate falsified in any way, shape, or form? No. His father did, however, falsify several documents, and we already know about the what was it on his foot? Spur. Thank you, Spirit Team. A spur on his heel that kept him from having to go to W of the A of the R. So, okay. And that was a prime example of who he really is. They're telling me that fearful. He was afraid to go. Because in his mind, he really wasn't good at anything except for talking people into stuff. We heard about Obama being born in Kenya. Okay. But they're saying no, he was not born in Kenya. Anywho. So if he's talking about that, then he's talking about himself. Yes, because that's what he does. He projects his crap that he's doing and accuses other people of doing it. Yes. Is Bongino still missing? He's not missing. He's just staying away. He's not missing. He's just not coming back. Okay? You know, when we hear these news stories, even from the independent newsies, they put this tragedy spin on everything. Everything's a tragedy. Everything is awful and bad. But if we can, Spirit Team says, if we can read between the lines, when I don't even know who this guy is, but I, you know, I did read up a little and see who, you know, who he was a little bit, what he did. And I was like, thank God. I don't even know this guy. But when I heard that he left, I was okay with that. I didn't have a problem with that. For two reasons. And not because he just turned all of a sudden turned into some stand-up guy, because he's not a stand-up guy. But because he got the cojones to finally say no. Somebody finally said, no, I'm not going to do this. And that was uplifting, right? And also, as far as I'm concerned, that's another M of the A of the G of the A. Check them off the list. Okay? Are there still I have to think of how to say this. I'm not trying to get banned from the tube of the U. Are there still extensions happening of the person who created the e-files that is unalived? So that thing that he was doing, that he got convicted for, are there still, let's say, or use the word organizations that are doing the same thing as offshoots of him? Because of him. Yes. Yes, there are. The dark web is a real thing. Okay? It's not make-believe. It's not a conspiracy theory. If you've ever been on Zoom and had a Zuma bomber, we call them trolls here, had a Zuma bomber take over your meeting, I've seen the dark web. It is something, you can't unsee it, but it's something I don't think about on purpose. What I saw, I don't. And I'm not going to tell you about it. That's how bad it is. I'm not even going to hint at any of it. That's how bad it was. So this dark web, dark community type things, these are real. Okay? So somebody says they fired the judge from E's case. What's to prevent her from talking when he's considered dead? Well, he is dead. Okay, we talked about that yesterday. We asked that question, is he still alive? No, he's not. He's not walking around. Okay? He didn't change his name, get plastic surgery. He didn't. None of those things happened. He was coerced into unaliving himself. They said, you do it or we're going to do it for you. But we're going to take our time. Okay. What's to stop her from talking? Nothing. But she's not going to do it right away. I think she's going to be, because now she's a private citizen, she's going to be available to be called in as a witness. Okay? Which is a good thing. Did Humpty hire his whole crew to cover this E thing up? No. No. He hired his whole crew because they're yes people and they're sycophants. That's the reason. Because it, you know, what was it, 2016? He said, oh yeah, we're gonna bring out those e-files, yak, 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 blah, blah, blah. It didn't happen in those 4 years. Now he's saying they don't exist. So, the thing is with Humpty is that if he says it long enough, he actually believes it. He believes the stuff that comes out of his mouth. I said so, and so it is. That's how he thinks, even for himself. Okay, a couple more here. Will Humpty's medical records ever be revealed? Yeah, they're going to be revealed It's going to be kind of like a side note. You know, and I did notice some things that supposedly, allegedly happened today that were they were on an obscure video, something I wouldn't watch. I mean, sure, other people watch this person, but it's something, the spirit team probably led me to it. So I'm still on that same page on YouTube on my laptop, so I'm gonna look into that. But it'll be like a side note. Okay, that crap they came up with, and we all said that they were going to do that. But that crap they came up with this vein issue, oh, because of his age. Let me see if that's even true. They said that's not even true. He doesn't even have that issue. Congestive heart failure, period, point blank. Liver issues. The liver issues are turning into kidney issues. That's the way that works. It's a chain of events physically. Okay? And I don't mean the heart to the liver to the, but the liver is actually, the liver does cause heart issues, and it does cause kidney issues to the point of having to what's that called? Dialysis. Okay, he's not there yet, but he's working on it because he's not listening. Okay, we already read about his. All right. What kind of time we have here? 11:50. Okay, we're doing pretty good because it's 2 videos, so we're not going to hold you too long. It's Friday. I do have questions or topics for tomorrow already. We're going to talk about Usha V and her kids, and we're going to talk about Justice Thomas and his fate. What's coming for him? All right. Angel numbers 909, you guys. Things are moving, and you need to make a decision, act with confidence, and take risks. So things aren't just moving on the political stage, they're moving in our personal lives as well. What choices are we making? What conscious choices are we making? What are we consciously creating right now? And I asked my spirit team earlier, how am I supposed to consciously create what I want to create when I feel like this? And they said, well, you better get your rear end on in your chair and make a video. And that'll work itself out. They don't give me a lot of information often. Okay? So 909, you guys, making a decision. Things are moving quickly. For us as well. We're all connected. We're all a collective. So that's the way that works, you guys. Okay, next one we'll do, next video, tomorrow's video, we'll do a pendulum read, and we'll also answer these couple of questions here with the tarot cards, maybe. More questions. Give me some more questions, okay? And so I can ask a few of those. We'll check on those with the pendulum tomorrow. All right, so give me a few questions. I need between 9 and 12, say. 10 or 12 would be good. All right? Have at it. I know you got stuff you want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, you guys. Much love, many blessings. Thanks for showing up. See you in the funny papers. Entertainment purposes only.